Hey, everybody. We're shaking. Top of the morning, should we call it? Or afternoon? Or I don't know how we should call it. But hey, every goddamn body, what's going on? SB, salute. Seven God, salute, my brother. Shoot, man, what's going on, everybody? Got some, woke up this morning, got some crazy news. Shit. We woke up this morning, that's all that matters. Shout out to everybody. Shout out Uncle Dice. Who's shaking you, Job Turkey? Who's shaking, man? I'm here, Uncle Dice, man. I'm just chilling, man. Mm. Let me do a little quick PSA. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is the shit we need to know and we need to talk about. Because I really don't understand this shit at all. How is it possible? Like, how is it even possible? You know what I'm saying? This shit is unbelievable, Uncle Dice. Yeah, SB lit. This shit, A1. This shit here, OG Sunny Block. Manners and respect, OG. Bless up, my king. 40 years. For 40 years. Oh, now. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm trying to figure this shit out here, bro. This shit is crazy. I'm trying to figure this shit out badly, bro. I never see no shit like this. I'm trying to figure out, right? Matter of fact, let's get a couple of likes in. You know, we don't need that many. I don't do that. We ain't gonna be on that long. Shorts, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This shit is very, very important. You know what? Hit the likes. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it. Manners and respect. So come to find out, right? We just gonna get right back to base. Boom. Let's bust a move. Come to find out, I get an alert and shit on my phone. I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm into current events and shit. You know, I'm into this type of shit. How the fuck the Mississippi River is dry? How is that possible? What's going on with the Mississippi River? What is going on with the Mississippi River? Ain't nowhere in the world the Mississippi River could be dry to the bone. Dry? That's a $400 billion a year industry. 400 billion. Every fucking thing that we get, all our foods, all our corns, all our everything, it flows through the Mississippi River. How did the river dry up? I just need to know this. I need somebody. I need to know this. How the Mississippi River dried up? Salute, Carla. Who that, Miss Carla? Salute, Carla James. I just need to know this. How did the Mississippi River dry up? I just don't understand that. Do you know since 1864 that river been flowing? That's how everything. Like, how you drain a river that supplies a whole state, not even just one whole state. It supplies everything. That's like drying up the Hudson River. Talk about a lack of rain. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. A lack of rain. It's a lack of rain over here, but that goddamn Hudson River ain't dry. So I'm trying to figure, how is that possible? Pardon me. I'm trying to goddamn drop the link just in case anybody want to pull up. I'm not understanding this, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not understanding. The Mississippi River, that is one of the most important rivers on earth. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure how the fuck the Mississippi River. You got people actually walking on the Mississippi River. It dried up. It dried up completely. That's not no That's not no from the lack of no fucking rain. That's them people, they done did something. They done drained that water. They had to do it overnight. They had to do it overnight. What they building a dam or something? It has to be something because you can't drain no Mississippi River. I said that I couldn't believe it when I saw it with my own two eyes. I absolutely couldn't believe it. I said the Mississippi River is basically bone dry. I just need to know, like, what is they doing? What is they boogeyman salute? Manners and respect. Boogeyman said, salute, Compa. Not only is the Mississippi River dried up, but it's about to be a diesel shortage for trucks. You see? Now look at that. So you telling me the Mississippi River dried up. It's about to be a diesel shortage on trucks. Eggs going up, chickens going up, food shortages here. What's going on? What's going on? I need to know what's going on. What's the conspiracy? Not even conspiracy. No, it's not a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy at all. No, it's not a fucking conspiracy. It's that shit they trying to do. They trying to do the Bushwick. Uncle Dice, salute.
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 You should know the reason behind that.
I think the diesel shortage is from that fake war. Yeah, it ain't no diesel shortage. Ain't no oil shortage. Ain't no shortage of nothing on this earth. You think God gonna make an earth where there's gonna be shortage of oil, shortage of gas?
You heard what you just said? You just said something real powerful, brother. So you know I had to tune in. You said that the Mississippi River is drying up, right?
Right.
People fail to realize, a lot of people that don't have knowledge yourself, you can check this, you could Google this. The Mississippi River is actually the extension of the Euphrates River, right?
Yes, sir.
Think about it. They said 400 years ago, God cast away 4 angels and trapped them under the Euphrates River. And they said when the Euphrates River dries up, these 4 angels will come back to what? Kill everything wicked on the earth. It's almost 400 years.
Hey, look, I guess Nostradamus was a real motherfucker.
Exactly.
I guess he was real because everything that I ever read that Nostradamus said, I so promise you, I'm seeing it to your Uncle Dice. I said, this is no bullshit. Everything, whoever Nostradamus is, everything he said, it came to foresight.
That's a fact.
Yeah. That's
why when I seen you say it, I jumped on the chat because you got knowledge yourself. So you already know what's going on. I'm not saying that that's actually the truth, but in my belief, alhamdulillah, I believe this is the truth.
But the boogeyman said the conspiracy is the Joe Biden administration trying to have electric vehicles. You know what?
That's a fact. That's why they try to eliminate everything. You notice they're doing it.
Okay, now watch this shit. I think his name is Andrew Mayers. Not only the black man that they killed in that that they assassinated in that Buffalo bullshit shit massacre shit. You know they assassinated another man who made water powered cars. That black man was
and then first I'm glad you brought that up. And after he's apparently got killed, someone broke into his house and took all the literature, all the research, everything that he put together. That man had a car that was going off water.
Yes, my brother. Yes. Like, so you know what I'm starting to think now? Since they got the pattern, this shit is gonna sound crazy. But I have to think, like, what the fuck else am I to think?
What you mean crazy? Your third eye ain't crazy. Don't never
let me
say that again, man.
Because it's salute, Giselle.
You said something 2 days ago, God bless his soul. You said something 2 days ago about Quavo. before all the extra footage was put out on TV, because you know where you from. That was a lineup, man.
And you know,
simple and plain.
Damn, bro. Like, what is they plan? What is they plan? Is they trying to? They really trying to wipe us the fuck out?
Oh yeah, this plan been going on for years, bro. This is all a lie, because like people fail to realize, like when they talk about the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and all that, the original name for the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds all came from Billy the Kid family and all that money they stole and all that alcohol. They just switched their names.
But you know what you know what I want to know though? Them drying up the Mississippi River.
They
right?
didn't do that. I don't think they did that.
So who the fuck did it? The nature didn't do it. All right. Now we gonna bust a move now, Uncle Dice. Who else did it? Nature didn't do it. All right, so where all the water went? It drained into a little hole that they got in the floor or somewhere. Where the water went? Where all that?
First of all, you gotta understand something. They've been tampering.
I need to know this shit.
They've been tampering with the ozone layer now for over 30 years.
They've been tapping with the ozone layer for more than 30 years. They've been tapping with the ozone layer for more than 40 years.
You got to think about, first of all, evaporation. Evaporation is real.
I know. But, yo, Uncle Dice, I understand evaporation is real. 100%. G-Max, salute, my brother. Man is respect. I understand that. But how? This is what I need to know. All right, that's like we coming tomorrow and the whole. That's like we coming out tomorrow and the whole Coney Island beach is we could walk on through the whole or ain't no water. Where the fuck all that? What evaporated that water that fast? That the whole entire beach is gone.
You got me there.
The Mississippi River is bigger than Coney Island Beach.
The Euphrates River, that's what it is.
How the fuck all that water is gone like that? In months?
Because first of all, in my opinion, and that's just on research and stuff that I've looked up, there's been so much turmoil and so much technology with the world as far as making up these bombs and trying these bombs and these atmospheres and dealing with the ozone layer and trying to evaporate and trying to make this work and make this. I think they done really messed up, quote unquote, the atmosphere of the world. Think about it. Like,
right.
The days is getting shorter. Every year is like, it's like, you know, first of all, since we were children, they've been taking away a year. They've been taking away an hour, putting up an hour, taking away days. We only get 28 days in February. Sometimes we get 29. Where's all these days and all this time going, man?
But my thing is this, and I totally agree with you on it. But my thing is this, Uncle Dice. How, and we're going to get back to the Mississippi River, but I'm glad you brought that shit up. How do they know it's only 28 days in February? Who the fuck told them it's only 28 days in February? Who told them that?
Because they all put it together. That's their story.
And why is the only day that is dedicated to us, supposedly, is shorter than every other fucking month there is?
That's a fact.
Do you get where I'm coming from?
You already
know. Like, why Black History Month is in February, right? Black History Month in February.
That's a fact.
Why Black History Month is in February, and February is the one month that got the shortest.
It's always short.
So when you born on February 29th, you still 16 until February 29th come again?
When that year loops. Ain't that some deep shit? So what, you lose a year?
So do you get what I'm saying?
This shit is real, God. First of all, who knows that I'm 50 years old? Who knows you 40 plus? Who knows? Who knows?
Man, John, salute. Foxy Brown, salute. I do not understand. It's like, how these people come up with this shit, man.
Yo, you know what I don't understand is how we fall for it. If you really want to hear the question of the day, how do we keep continuing to fall for it?
You know what? Why is they continue to keep on falling? We ain't falling for it.
That's right.
Yeah, you can fool some people sometimes.
That's
but
right.
You can't fool people all the time. The fuck
I was going tonight, but it wasn't last night.
On 2 hours. Simba, 40 years they've been over here trying to brainwash us.
Not 1 year, not 2 years, 40 years.
40 years, god damn it. Uncle NJ salute. Nah. They can't do that to me. They can't do it to us wise people, bro. How the fuck you, Uncle Dice? Let's be honest. Keep it a buck. Let's argue about this right here. How the fuck how that where all that water went? Tell me where all that water went.
I can't even answer.
We talking about 90 trillion gallons of water. 90
tons of water. Tons and tons.
Trillion. And we don't need, how the fuck they know it's 90? First of all, how the fuck they know it's 90 trillion gallons of water? How they know that? MD salute. How do they know that?
Because they monitor. 90, you know they monitor everything.
The water in the ocean. What y'all got to count how many gallons that's in the ocean or in a lake?
That's facts.
They come, oh yes, the Mississippi River have 90 trillion gallons of water. You know what? We can only, we could use that for social studies. That's how we look. That type of shit is for when we doing a test and we gotta get through social studies. We can be like, yes, because a lot of people don't know it takes 2.3 seconds from the for a raindrop to hit from the surface to earth from the high up surface to the ground surface, 2.3 seconds. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know it's 299,000 miles from here to the surface to the moon. A lot of people don't know a lot of things. I didn't know a lot.
The El Compa show. That's why I'm on the El Compa show.
Appreciate you, my brother.
Salute, son.
I need to know how and where did that water go. I need to know. It's impossible. It's impossible. What the fuck they did? They got to. It ain't they got to, because the fucking water is gone. So it ain't, dude. But what kind?
And then they also said, remember, they also was people that was reporting so many explosions. Think about that. They said it was army testing and so forth and so forth. Then they was even saying it was a couple of times where meteors hit the water, because people want to know where all these explosions is busting up from the ground at.
Well, that's something they will never know. You know why they ain't never know? Because they ain't got no technology in that ground. That's gonna take them that far. So that's nature. That's nature.
You know who still got a bunch of water and they ain't going nowhere? That Bermuda Triangle ain't been touched yet. You notice that?
Say that again?
That Bermuda Triangle ain't been touched. You notice they don't go over there.
That Bermuda Triangle, right?
They ain't going to that Caribbean water.
Okay, now listen at this. Thank you for that. Thank you. Look. I need to know this too. How the fuck, man? This world is, yeah. Why nobody discover what happened to the Amelia Earhart, people who flew over that Bermuda Triangle and ain't never been seen? All those ships, all those people. Why you ain't got the technology to go down there and see what happened? You got the technology to talk about the dinosaurs died 500 million years ago. Who the fuck 500 million years ago?
First of all, it's all an illusion. How could you tell me there's the exact amount of water, but there's no machine that can tell you the exact depth of any sea? So that doesn't make sense to me.
Look, they only could go to the Mariana Trench. So they can't go to the Mariana Trench.
Go without the compression of the water that will actually disintegrate you, just like going from Earth to outer space without a tube.
Look, Uncle Dice, look, why you think they discovered more shit out of Earth than they discovered under that water? You can't go in that water. You ain't got no machine. Look, you got the machines to do all this flying and can't be detected. Well, get a machine that can detect your ass and see how you can go farther that goddamn ocean. Yeah, see if some shit don't fuck you up down there.
I'll give a fuck with. And you know that. Let me tell y'all something. My uncle, this is a true story. True story.
Yeah, my brother.
My uncle Robert Earl worked down here in North Carolina. He worked at this place called White Lake. It's called Golston's Beach. This is the truth of my son's life. This is like in the late 80s. So they used to go down to the bottom and clean the levees because of the population and the pollution and all that nonsense. This was my uncle's job. Make a long story short, the day that he didn't go to work, the guy that went down to clean the levees, right? Like they say he was cleaning the levees. Him and his friend was cleaning the levees. So they go down there with weight boots. This is true story. They go down there with weight boots to keep them grounded. So the two men that went down, they said that they noticed it felt like a draft was like pulling. But they ignored it because they thought maybe just because they was under the water, it was a stronger current. Do you know when they went further towards the levee to clean, the man turned around to see what was actually pulling him because he said it felt like the closer he get, it was something sucking him into like a hole or something. Do you know when they turned around with their lights to see what it was? Do you know it was a catfish the size of a pickup truck sleeping? The man passed out.
Let me tell you.
A catfish. Just listen to what I'm saying to you. A catfish the size of a pickup truck.
All right. I know that's at least 5,000 pounds. That's at least 4 tons.
And that's to the part where they got. That's to the part where they can go to the bottom of that lake, which is White Lake. Now I'm talking about the Mississippi Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. To them depths, there's nothing you have that can go down there, man. It's some shit in that water, man.
There's nothing down there. They don't have. Look, y'all got I ain't gonna front. The government got some gully ass technology, but they ain't got nothing that's gonna go under that in that ocean. Nah,
I bet they ain't got no gully ass guinea pigs.
Yeah, they ain't. They
ain't got no guinea pigs going down in that water.
Oh no, nah. You can't study. Go down. Y'all can do y'all little marine biology shit. Yeah. You won't go too far doing your marine. Keep on going down there and see what's gonna happen with your marine biology.
People laugh when they talk about them things across the world like Leviathan and the Loch Ness monster and all that. They think these are things that was just made up.
Yo, Uncle Dice, and we're gonna get back to the Mississippi River because it's all kind of got a lot to do with the Mississippi River, though. Salute, Don. Yo, how the fuck? All right, it's 548 species of sharks. So they say. Baby Grizz, salute. So they say. My thing is this.
Baby Grizz,
how the fuck y'all know it's 554 species of sharks? How y'all know that? Like, how do y'all know that? Why the fuck they keep giving us? See, the shit that they give us is good to pass for social studies. You understand? It's good to be knowledgeable. So if you ever have to go for a GED or
biology or you're into the aquarium field, right?
You could be on point on everything because I don't like to just learn about one fucking thing. I want to know about every fucking thing. You dig where I'm coming from? Now bust this shit here. How they know all of this stuff, bro? Like, how could they could tell all this stuff, bro? They can't even find fugitives that they've been looking for 40 years. But they can find a fucking bird in the Amazon that they said ain't never been seen before. How you know that bird ain't never been seen? You ain't never seen it before.
Because you never had a picture.
Man, these people with this, I don't like this shit, Ghost. I don't like this shit because we are being fooled and buffooned. Like, yeah, and they come up there with this news and this and this that. People are not dumb.
That's a fact.
People are not dumb. People are very wise. Don't get me wrong.
Some people are just afraid of the real truth.
That's what it
so they stay in that stagnated mind state because they feel more comfortable there. It's just like the movie The Matrix. Like he told him, he said, yo, you want this blue pill where you can stay where you at? Or you can take this red pill and deal with reality, my nigga. That nigga wanted that steak. You see what he said? You know how long it was since I had me some steak? And he know he wasn't even eating steak. But because they put it in his mind that he was eating steak and simulated an office and a dining table, and he took injection, that's what he was trained to believe. And the same thing a lot of us go through.
Hey, yo, Uncle Dice, you want to be honest? Fuck that.
What's a move, nigga?
I think they got that technology, all this technology. I think they got them from the aliens. How about that?
You don't want to go there, do you? You don't want to go there, do you?
Oh, I do want to go there. We're gonna put the Mississippi River on the hold for a little while, and let's go there for let's talk some grown people shit, real shit. I
Yo, you
think
know they put out one of the biggest
from them.
confusions. They said that John F. Kennedy was killed because of Marilyn Monroe, and John F. Kennedy was killed by the
Nigga,
quote unquote mob. The real reason why John F. Kennedy got his head knocked off because they told him not to drop that speech. If you pull up the last speech from John F. Kennedy, John F. Kennedy said, quote unquote, I quote, he said, well, I come to you because I've came to meet a higher intelligence that's going to help us with our technologies on the world, with our illnesses, with our sicknesses, with our communicate, and they blew his goddamn head off.
Talk your shit. Did you see the man? Hold on, look, chill. Damn, see, I'm gonna stop coming up here and not remembering the fucking names of people. I think his name is Walter Carnish, 1960 something. The nigga he was a CIA agent, Uncle Dice. The nigga had a secret recording of the government.
Oh, you talking about William C. Cooper?
The one who had the secret recording with the talking with that alien?
William C. Cooper that wrote the book called The Whole of Pale White Horse.
I'm talking about the nigga who had that recording who was talking with that alien.
William
a real
C.
life.
Cooper.
Yo, did you hear the shit that
them aliens were saying?
Exactly. What?
First of all, the videos right now on YouTube with quote unquote that they're hitting them with shocks and everything and terrorizing them. If you look at a baby's picture, man, there's some real deep shit I'm about to give you. Anybody that looks at a sonogram of a child inside of a womb of a mother, it looks like a gray alien. That's a fact.
I know, no fucking bullshitting, bro.
So you mean to tell me a piece of liquid that's inside of our body
could make it look could make that come on.
Go into a womb of another woman and create quote unquote these beautiful beings that we are, human in this form, and we had no assistance. First of all, I got into an argument with a cat because he told me we wasn't in outer space. And I said, dummy, we on the planet fucking Earth, you moron. Where you think the planet Earth is at? Niggas like forgot. We was in St. John's Park. He told me, he was like, yo, I said, yo, where we at, man? He was like, yo, man, we in the park. Like, but where we at, bro? Yo, we on the planet Earth. All right, cool. So where's the planet Earth at? Remember what you said, the first word, planet. Where's the planet Earth at? In outer space. A lot of stuff is confused because we don't really pay attention to it, man. That's why I stay away from them televisions, man. Like I pick up a book, man, because that's where they're gonna put everything truthful at. For real. People don't want to take the time to read sometimes. Just read, man.
DGR, look what the DGR said. Here we go. Look at this nigga, Uncle
Yo,
Jay.
salute the DGR, man. DGR for president, man.
This motherfucker already. Let me tell you something, you stupid.
Yo, DGR, pull up, you jive turkey.
Let me pull this motherfucker up there.
Pull DGR up, man. That's my man.
Guys. Yeah. What the fuck? Hey, yo, DGR. I know you ain't that much of a goddamn fucking moron.
Tell DGR pull up. That's my man. Pull him up.
That's my boy right there.
Because you know he gonna give us the business. I got to have that.
Real life, though.
That's my man.
Let me
DGR salute.
Uncle Dice, I so promise you that there is extraterrestrial. You know what? This shit gonna sound crazy. I don't give a fuck how everybody say, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. We eat aliens. We eat aliens. If you eat a shrimp and you eat a lobster,
facts.
You eat the alien. You wanna know why? Guess why? It can't be of this earth. Guess why? Anything we eat, what it does, it bleeds. You ain't never seen a lobster or a roach or a goddamn shrimp bleed, and it don't look like nothing on this earth. How about that?
That's right.
How about that? How about that?
That's a fact.
What the fuck you think a grasshopper and a mantis and all that? All them shits that look like aliens, they are descendants of aliens.
That's right.
What the fuck you know? What you know that God created everything. So let's get that out the way. Artist Morrison, salute. First class salute. But guess what? Chill Will, salute. Ain't no motherfucking, I don't know nothing that don't bleed if it's not an alien. What you say? To anybody, you don't bleed? What the fuck you is an alien?
Yeah, unknown to mankind. That's all alien mean. A mosquito is an alien. Insects
It
is
has to be.
aliens.
It don't bleed.
Word up.
No, it does bleed. I'm lying. Fuck, I'm talking about because it's sucking your blood.
All that's
Damn,
alien.
man.
Anything that's unknown how it's created, to me, is alien.
Give me a second. I'm trying to drop this link for to the bro. Give me a second.
Facts.
Give me 1 second. I got you, DJ. I'm
Nafaru
trying to.
Murray. If I said it right, Nafaru Murray said, "I'm an alien." Salute. Seven Guard. We already know you're an alien. Salute. Brooklyn all day. Seven Guard. Shout out to Seven Guard, man. Shout out to the OG Sonny Blanco. You understand?
OG Sunny Block. Nah. OG Sunny Block. Salute. Yeah, man. Nah, bro. I'm saying though, bro, if people don't think that there's extraterrestrials, if people don't think that there's things outside of this world, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like outside of us being here, you out your fucking mind.
DGR, salute.
Yo.
D, what's shaking you, Turkey?
Y'all niggas, it's too early for this shit. It's too early for this shit, y'all. It's too early for this shit,
building,
Let's hear your theory on it. Brooklyn Legends.
Nah, here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. I just wanted to say something real quick about what y'all saying about how the government, about the interviews on YouTube. Here's what you got to understand. Who controls YouTube? The government. Do you think the government is going to let you see something on YouTube that they don't want you to see?
You got a point there too.
No. Yeah, so there's no secret tape.
Or if it does sneak out, it's going to be a manipulated video.
Right, because do you really think they're going to let you see a video of an alien being interviewed if they didn't want you to see that video, or that video is not manipulated to their likeness? You got to remember, any country can cut off internet, just like how in North Korea, them niggas don't got certain shit. The internet works by satellites. They'll let you see what they want you to see. So don't ever think that you've seen something on YouTube that's exclusive that the government don't know about. That's what I'm telling you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Right. Now tell me now to that. Now you got a point there. No bullshit.
Oh, yo, y'all don't understand. DGR is a very intelligent.
No.
He be getting me a headache, but he got a point. Like in a man's mind, you got to respect. That's a simple fact.
We have these type of. We don't talk about sneakers. We don't talk about shit like that.
Bro, shit.
Now D. Now watch this. You stupid son of a bitch. You don't know they got whistleblowers.
That's a fact.
You don't know they got people who actually be in the government and have little pins and shit like that, and they don't like what's really going on because they know at the end of the day, yeah, I'm with y'all government, but at the end of the day, shit, my family is gonna be affected by this shit.
I feel you, Compa, and that's something called infiltrators. And every society and government has them. But here's the thing. All I'm saying is, if that infiltrator,
infiltrators in that government, because if you didn't have infiltrators in that government, you want to know a motherfucker that's going on with this. Unless we
here's the thing about it, though, Compa. I don't believe that what you said about if it wasn't let me tell you why. If I work for the CIA or the government and I'm an infiltrator, right, and I put up a video on YouTube that nobody was supposed to see, nobody will never see that video. Again, a government only allows you to see what they want you to see.
Fuck you out your mind.
Now if you're in a hold on, listen, if you're in a secret group, like let's say me, you, and Dice, we part of something with the government where we're in secret groups. Now, it can be shared amongst us.
That's right.
But we would never put it on social media because automatically they're going to know who, when, and why it was put up there, and we will never see it. That's what I'm saying, bro. The average public will never see what the government don't want us to see. That's just facts.
So you think it's only, you think YouTube and that bullshit CNN and all that, you think those are the only platforms that only broadcasters that gets real shit?
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, Compa. No, they have something called the dark web. They have something called the dark web. Listen to what I'm telling you. Now they do have something called the dark web. Now, if you can tell me, well, on the dark web, where the government is hard to get control of the dark web with the government, right? Then I would say, okay, you know what? If you seen it on there, maybe. But if you telling me anything you seen on YouTube, TV, what you call it, it's controlled. None of that is ever going to be a fact because they let us see it. That's all I'm saying.
All right, I get what you're saying. All right, but look, if it's not a shit that we seen wasn't true, hold on. Why do people think about this now? I'm a bunch of shit. So why all the people who put that real truth up there? Look at it. What happened to them? They all dead.
I just explained that to you, Compa. That's why.
They dead. Why?
Do y'all remember
out there? But we already saw it. It was too late.
Y'all remember when the pandemic came out? It was a black gentleman from Georgia that worked for the Controlled Disease Center that
the CDC,
and he let out quote unquote the information about the pandemic before it came. You know, they found that young man dead.
Exactly. Now, real quick, Compa, I just want to reply to Dice real quick. Now, Compa, to the question you asked, have you ever heard of the Mandela effect? Yes or no?
That's a fact.
Okay, now let me ask you, Compa and Dice. Well, Dice, I know you know. And Compa, I'm not saying you don't know because you're stupid. It's just a question. I'm saying, do you know exactly what the Mandela effect means and what day the Mandela effect came from?
Me personally, no. So you teach me and let me learn.
I'm going to tell you why. The Mandela effect was in the 80s. Nelson Mandela, when he got released, he came to Boys and Girls High School in Brooklyn.
Preach!
And up to this day, there's still people, they erased it from history. And there's people that really don't know that ever happened. That Nelson Mandela came to speak.
Without one incident.
Right. In Boys and Girls High School. So the Mandela effect basically is saying that I can let you see something, but if I manipulate you enough to believe that you never really saw that, it erases from your mind.
It wasn't there.
So that's the reason why, okay, Compa might let something out the blue. Every certain people who watching might see it, but once Compa dead, they're gonna make sure that you forget that Compa ever showed you that.
That's a fact.
That's the point I'm making, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Good thing, motherfuckers very intelligent and very smart because
propaganda, exactly, Seven God. Because I remember my father drove me by. I was a little kid. My father drove me by. We didn't go in, but he drove me by, boys. And that was the old Boys and Girls, not the new boys, the old one.
That's right.
He drove me right by there, right there on Atlantic Avenue, underneath the trestles and shit, with the big racetrack. He drove me by. He was like, yo, Nelson Mandela coming there to speak. It was mad police, mad people out there.
Right across from Smith Village.
Exactly. But up to today, you ask a lot of people if Nelson Mandela ever came to, if you ask the government, did Nelson Mandela come to Brooklyn, New York and speak in Boys and Girls High School? They're going to tell you no. Am I lying, Dice?
That's right. Malachi York.
Exactly.
Too. That's a fact.
Exactly.
To Malachi York.
What came to our hood, nigga? Obama was literally right across the street from Albany Projects. Yeah, nigga.
Right. No, I'm saying, but that's where the word, because a lot of people hear Mandela effect and they thinking it's something like a butterfly. No, Mandela effect is a real event that happened and they erased it from history.
Hey yo,
people don't even know it actually existed.
Right. Find a book that's released right now that'll tell you Nelson Mandela was in Boys and Girls High School on this day. You ain't gonna find it.
It's a fact.
Because I remember when he was in Boys and Girls, but I never knew that was called the Mandela.
That's where it came from.
And they covered it up with the African street festivals. You ain't noticed that?
Yep.
Nah. Scrap Dollar salute.
The African street festival. 40 years.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Propaganda is real easy to make. You act like the government cannot make you forget something that happened in history. It's very easy for them to do that.
Salute. Yo, the government can't make me forget anything. You know why?
Listen, but word of mouth is overpowered. Like you could tell, like I could tell y'all, I could tell my kids, I saw Nelson Mandela in Boys and Girls High School, this and this and that, right? They may believe me as their father, but there will be no vouch for them in history besides what I tell them or other people may tell them, or they might meet Compa and Compa might tell them, yeah, your father telling the truth. They might meet Dice, yeah, he telling the truth, but there's no history to back them up on that.
That's right.
That's the point I'm trying to make. You get where I'm coming from, Compa?
You know what I want to ask you? All right, you see how we talk about history, right?
Right.
Me and Uncle Dice was talking about the same thing, but I don't look at that as history. I look at it as his story.
That's a
I
fact.
Right.
want to, me and Uncle Dice was talking. I want you to elaborate with us on this one. How the fuck they know all this shit from all these million billions of years ago? Dark side, salute.
This is what they want us to know, compa. Once again, we are never sure what they know. Like how I heard y'all ask, how do they know? How do we don't have the technology to go past here? That's what they tell you.
That's
We
right.
really don't know what technology they got. For all we know, they could have been in the bottom of the deepest part of the ocean in the world. We will never know that. As far as we're concerned, oh, they're only allowed to go this far. They can only go this deep because that's what they show us. So we can never go. We can never say, why don't the government have this? We will never be able to say that because they'll never show it to us.
He got a point there, compa, because you know what?
No.
The real high elites know what's in that water, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we don't know. We don't know because they're not going to show us. They'll make us think that we can't get that far.
And Uncle Dice, I get what y'all said. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They don't have no equipment, no technology.
I don't believe that, compa.
They only discovered 5% of the motherfucking
That's what they told us, compa. Once again, that's what they told. Okay, compa, let me ask you this, compa. Brother, let me ask you this, compa. How do you know they only discovered 5%? Because they told you that, right?
Which is true. But you want to let me I'm a
hold on, compa. Let me ask you this one question real quick before you land, compa. Real quick. They told you that, bro. Right? So since when do you believe that? So do you believe the government tells us the truth about everything?
Hell
no, sir.
So then how could you stand on the fact? How could you stand on the fact that they could only go
You want to know how I can stand on the fact that they could a certain amount of feet in the ocean? Because it's look, they don't have the technology. They don't have the technology to go that far in a place that crushes anything you go beyond besides 30,000 leagues.
Okay, so if that's the case, compa, then do you believe that they went to space? Because according to everybody, you can't get to space. You have to have some type of special shit to get to space without being crushed, burnt up, or anything going through that atmosphere. But they claim they did it. So do you think they can, hold on, compa, do you think they can go all the way to fucking space and tell us this shit, but they only got 5% of the ocean? Come on, compa.
But they did it after 13 tries. Remember, it was 12. The Apollo 13 is the one that actually made it to space, allegedly. But it was 12.
Allegedly. Thank you, Dice. I'm about to say, from what they told us. Yeah, from what we know.
I don't believe that.
Right. That's from what we know.
I don't believe that. Because the illumination of stars are too bright to even get by to take a picture.
I don't give a fuck. They don't got nothing. Look, you can't discover. You don't got no fucking technology. First of all, y'all ain't even been on places in the jungle. Mankind ain't even.
How do you know this, compa? Compa, how do we know this? Because they told us they haven't. They told us they haven't. That don't mean that they have.
The native people, they don't even speak. You got the native people. You got these people who go and document these native people. People ain't, bro, I'm telling you, if you sit and you think that the government or whoever, if you think they know everything, touch any place of the bottom of that ocean, nobody know how deep the ocean is. We will never
No, that's not what I'm saying, compa. Here's what I'm saying, compa. Listen, here's what I'm saying, brother. What I'm saying is that I would never go by what the government tells me and stand on it. In other words, if the government tell me they never been to this part of Africa, I'm not going to say just because they told me that, they never been there.
That's right.
That's the point I'm saying. Though you can't believe what the government tells you.
That's right. There's going to be a reason why they tell certain things and why they don't.
It's a reason why they tell us that, man. Yeah. You got to think about, compa. We can't know everything about the world and the government because then they would have no control over us.
That's a fact.
That's how they maintain control, is they hide the truth.
Yes, which is true, D. But listen, you don't need these people to tell you stuff. You don't need them to tell you. You don't need
But
them
you do,
at one.
Compa. With all due respect, you do, Compa, because everything you've repeated is what the government has told you. Everything
D,
you
hear me
said
out.
so far, Compa, the government has told you this, bro.
No. But this is what I'm trying to show you. They have told me this. And what I told you, Uncle D,
He
that's
said he don't
good for
understand why they keep
social
doing that
studies.
shit, because this shit is live.
That's good for social studies. That's
Right.
good to pass a social studies test. Yeah, all of that is good to pass a social studies test. But in reality, let's deal with reality. Let's think about things like this. How the fuck? What technology? The only thing I could believe of anything from any mythological years is Egyptian mythology. That's the only thing I could go with. You want to
Okay,
know
so
why?
okay, Compa, let me ask you this. Let me ask you. Oh, go ahead, Dice. Go ahead.
Let me tell you why. Because they didn't write things. They draw everything they saw. And what they saw back in those days, the thousand, they draw it.
The
They drew it.
hieroglyphics. The hieroglyphics.
Yeah,
Now,
they
can I
drew
ask y'all a question real quick, Compa?
Go ahead, bro.
About the hieroglyphics. The hieroglyphics. How did you know about what was in those pyramids? You seen it on TV, YouTube, somewhere, right? Let me ask you. Do you think if the government didn't want you to know them hieroglyphics was there, you would know about it? No, you
think
would not, bro.
control over every fucking thing?
On
They
the
got
internet,
control,
yes, they do. Yeah,
but they
Compa,
don't
here's
have
what you gotta understand. When you pick up your phone right now, hold on, Compa, let me ask you something.
Baby
If you pick
Chris,
up your
salute
phone
and
right
tell the
now and
truth.
call me, right? If you pick up your phone right now and call me, how you think you able to call me? Can you see the satellites that are being used to call me? So hold on. If they can, how we on YouTube live right now, you think that how you think we get on YouTube right now, dogs? How you think those satellites got way up there that even if you're on a fucking plane above the clouds, you can look out the window all you want, you ain't gonna see them satellites?
That's a fact.
How the fuck you think they got up there, Compa? But you think they can't go 5% of the ocean? Think about it, Compa.
No, you need to think about this, D. You need to think about this. Okay, you're right. Okay, boom. You got 100%. You know what? I'm agreeing with you on that. But that's like you said, that's what they tell us, right? You said that. That's what they tell us, right? Okay, now look. How do we actually know
Where
that
they
they satellites up there? You understand what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like,
I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you how. Okay, so let's say they're not up there, Compa. Hold on, if they're not up there, where are they at? Where are they at, Compa?
That they know all what they telling us. That's my whole.
Hold on, hear me out, Compa. I got one quick question for you. Let's say you're right. I'm not doubting you. Let's say they're not in the sky. Do we know where they're at?
Hell
no. So hold on, hear me out, Compa. Here's me out, Compa. The reason why we don't know is why? Because they don't want us to fucking know. So they're only gonna let us know again what they want us to know. If they want us to think the satellites are in the sky, them shits could be underground for all we know. But we have no choice but to believe they in the sky because that's all they tell us.
And
that's what I'm saying, Compa.
Of what I was just saying. This all comes from everything that I was saying, D. So you circled it right back around. How do we know anything that what the fuck they telling us? You understand? Because that was the whole purpose of me. How do we know? How do we know that that tree? How they know that tree was there for 100 years? They talk about because of the ring of the.
No. There is something called. Hold on. There is something called. Hold on. There is something.
The ring from that tree.
I'm gonna tell you why, Compa. I'm gonna tell you why. Because there is something called. Listen. When I was locked up, for example, I don't know who been locked up, but everybody knows certain jails they got horticulture, right? They got horticulture. Now, with horticulture, the simplest thing you learn the age of plants when you're growing them because you learn. Hold on, you learn how to tell the age of a plant by certain things on that plant. That's how they know. Just like if you got a weed plant, hold on, Compa. If you got a weed plant in your house,
from their determination from each stage, this is gonna appear. That's
exactly.
Gonna appear.
Just like if you got a weed plant, you know when to take them buds off and when not to take them buds off, right?
That's right. That's right.
So you can't say that.
Then
How do we know? How do we know? Listen. You can't say how do we know that that bud is ready at that particular time. It's because of curation and history of people of doing certain things. We know that at this time is when that bud comes off the tree. So the same way the scientists know how long that tree been there, bro.
hold on. Okay, now watch this here. Yeah, that's what we know now as people now. How did they know that back then, 500 million years ago, when they didn't even know how to speak?
Says who though? Were we around? Were we around to hold on? Were we around to know what they spoke and what they didn't spoke? We can only go from what we are told, right? Again,
there's anything. How do they know anything about anything? Like they say, Adam and Eve. If Adam and Eve was fucking the first two people on earth, this is what I don't like. This is
I
why
can test that. Hold on, compa.
Baby Grizz, I don't know what you're talking about. My bad, Dice. Go ahead.
Like,
what you said, Dice?
They say Adam and Eve was the first two, but it wasn't. Adam had two wives. Adam had a wife before Eve.
Yeah, how do we know that? We only go from what they tell us. That's what I'm saying. And the Baby Grizz in the chat, I understand. Hold on, compa. I understand what you're saying in the chat. I never denied about before technology, we had certain things. Yes, but that is still all word of mouth. See, what we have a problem believing is what somebody writes and they teach us, well, this person was Moses, so he did this and this and that. Everybody, we are all fucking humans. If right now, me, you, and Dice write a book and we make ourselves gods in this book and we control the whole planet. If the world, like they said, if the Big Bang comes or whatever, the world gets destroyed like they did with the dinosaurs. Hundreds of thousands of years from now, they find that book. Who were me, you, and Dice, compa? We're going to be fucking gods because they're going to read that as the Bible, bro.
On how to live their life. That's right.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
That's right. That makes sense. Baby Grizz, he ain't crazy. DGA, he got a point.
Nah, my boy got a point. He must have moved. Now, this is what
do. Baby Grizz has a right to their opinion.
He definitely sharp.
Tell you this here, Uncle Dice. And I would tell you this here, DGR, and I would tell everybody in the Nile River and from the 050, salute to my 050 brothers. Goddamn.
China Brim, Harlem Legend TV.
That's right.
And another thing, real quick, compa, Baby Grizz made a point about the pyramids. Listen, do you think, let's use common sense, do you think, hold on, hear me out, compa. Do you think, no, listen to what I'm saying. Do you think if the government did not want us to know what was in them pyramids, we still would have known? Here's why. They might have been people who went in there and seen them pyramids, but who are they releasing them pictures to? How were they releasing that picture to the masses on the internet without the government allowing it, bro? There's plenty of things in those pyramids that we'll never see or know about because the government ain't gonna let us see it, bro. The government lets you see what they want you to see. That's just common sense. They control the tools that we use to communicate. They control the telephones. They control the internet. Everything we use to communicate, the government controls it, and they can stop it at any minute.
I got you.
That's
You're
a fact.
100%. Now, I was about to go into that. All right. You done clicked me off for what I was about to say. I done forgot, but I'm glad you brought that up about the pyramid. Now, do you actually think people built those pyramids, like human beings? Like, do you actually think human beings built those pyramids?
No, I think human beings and aliens built the pyramids.
Thank you very much.
I think Baby Grizz is blinded.
Yeah, it's impossible. See, Swavy, salute. Let me tell you something. All right. See, this is what I mean by you have to use your third eye. First of all, right, them bricks that they use from the pyramid to build the pyramid didn't even come from that part of Egypt. It didn't even come from that. It came from a whole nother part, right?
That's true.
I'm trying to figure. Each one of those bricks weigh
5
50
tons?
fucking tons.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this, compa. Do you really believe? Okay, my bad. My
technology. What technology that they had for 40,000 years ago or whatever years ago that could bring those heavy boats? They couldn't bring them on no boats because the bitches would have sunk.
Okay, Compa, let me
what?
say this to you. Remember, hold on, Compa, remember when you just said to me, how do we know, how do these people know the age of a tree and they could test by such and such? You don't believe that, right? So how do you believe that they're telling us what year that pyramid was built? If they don't know if they don't know how long that tree been there, according to you, then how the fuck
D,
do they know how long that pyramid been there?
are you listening? See, this is why you have to listen, because this is what I'm trying to get. This is what they saying. I'm just talking about what they saying. I'm gonna
Right,
give you what.
okay.
So they saying from Cairo, and they brought it all the way back to here. And how the fuck they bring? This is what they said. This is what the government says. The people who control. They said these bricks weigh what up to 50,000 pounds a piece. That's
Tons,
that's
yeah.
that's ridiculous
Tons,
amount of weight.
tons, yeah.
But they put all these shits, lined them up,
Perfect.
built all type of trenches and
They lined them up perfectly aligned with the stars. I agree.
Hold on, wait, and then it's a line in the middle. Come on, man. No.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Compa. Compa, let me ask you this. No. They told us, because I used to once say this. So I could say that this is once what I believe. They told us that we are not able to find the technology or able to build a pyramid aligned with the stars like the Egyptians did. They've said
Until
that,
this
right?
day.
They can't
Until
figure it
this
out.
day.
Right,
You
to
ain't
this
lying.
day. Now, hold on, hear me out, Compa. What's the key word in that sentence? They. They told us that they can't do it. We don't know for 100% sure that they can't. They tell us they can't. We don't know that they can't. How do we know for sure that they can't? Tell me.
D.
And don't say because they haven't done it yet, that doesn't mean anything. How do you know for sure that they can't do it if they didn't tell you?
I don't, you know what, man? I'm gonna be honest, man. That's why I just choose to use my third eye, D, because you wanna know what? I ain't gonna let these people fool me with all this shit they put on TV. I'm gonna use my motherfucking third. I'm gonna use my brain, and I understand. How do we know? That's the whole purpose of what I'm saying. How do they know? Like, how do they know? How do they know? How do they know a meteorite hit the Grand Canyon and formed the Grand Canyon and all this? How do they know that?
Hold on, I saw somebody write if it's in the phone. Now I just want to make sure I read it because they said if it's in the phone, then it's there. My man, if you're trying to say that if I take a picture of something, that no matter what the government do to stop me from spreading that can happen, don't you know that the government can shut your fucking phone off right now and it can never turn back on, bro?
Right now.
You don't believe that? Right now, I can take a picture of something, the government will shut my phone down and my phone never be able to turn back on. They can't find nothing or none of that. Come on, bro. Are you serious?
Let me tell you something.
Can't even get a phone in your name.
Exactly.
Do you know phones and these devices? Y'all don't know that. Like, see, a lot of people don't know this. Man, I hope these motherfuckers don't send a bomb. And let me tell you something about these goddamn phones now. That's why anytime I talk, I put my phone on speakerphone. I do not put that shit to my fucking ear. Man, them shits, why you think it's 5G and all these G's? That's the shit that they fucking your brain up, nigga. How the fuck you think
we was talking about targeted?
Wait. Been on your phone. You ever been on your fucking, tell me, I know nobody can't tell me this ain't happened to them. If they say they. You ever been on your phone, Uncle Dice? D. You ever been on your phone? You thought about something? You thought about something. You just thought about it. And you go.
And when you go on YouTube, it's a recommendation. I've done that. Let's say I'm talking to Compa. Let's say I'm talking to Compa on the phone. Like that day, Compa, we were talking about, hold on, Compa, we was talking about the legal guns for felons, right?
Hit that like
button. Soon as you go on fucking YouTube, what's going to be your recommendation?
That.
Right, exactly. You know why? You know why, Compa? So now you're agreeing with me. You know why? Because they fucking control your phone. How the fuck Google know that me and Big Dice were just having a conversation about that? And then when I go to YouTube, that shit pop up as a recommendation. How the fuck you think they know that?
I'm gonna give you one better. I said, and this is on my mother's grave, nigga. You said, talk about it. Nigga, I was thinking about it. You hear me? I swear to my mother. I swear to my son. D, I was thinking about something.
Hey,
I was thinking in my brain, like, damn, you know, I swear when I went like this swift, and it happened more than 3, 4 times. I said, nah, this is what it's. See, it don't take people. You gotta. No way in the world. No way in the world. I thought about something, and 3 swipes, I went down and popped up. And it didn't happen 1 time. It didn't happen 2 times. It happened numerous amounts.
and baby Grizz, yes, you are correct. We are the information, but we could only
Nah,
spread word. We could only spread word through mouth.
It's a fact.
If you even attempt to put it something that is not supposed to be known on the internet or text it or any type of shit like that, that information will be non and void because they will make sure that it doesn't spread. That's all I'm saying. Now, word of mouth is a different thing, but it's up to the people to believe. Hear me out. It's up to the people to believe word of mouth. Now, perfect example. If the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, all these books never existed, but we still had religion, how many people would actually be religious? They wouldn't, because they defined their religion by what's in that book, right?
Talk your talk.
So if those books were never written, it was just word of mouth, it'll be harder for the masses to believe word of mouth because they're going to be like, just because you say it, it ain't true.
right.
Talk.
But my thing is this. Now we're gonna get back. I'm glad you said that, D. My thing is this. Who wrote the Bible? Who wrote the Quran?
According to who? From what we are told? From what we are told?
Who? Yeah. Hold on, wait.
From what we are told, saints wrote it. You had all the people as you had the King James. He wrote his version. You have the people who wrote the versions. Those are the ones who wrote it. But here's my question: how do we know?
In the New Testament.
Right? How do we know? How do we know that what King James said is the truth? How do we know that?
Well, the Holy Bible is just an abbreviation. It stands for having only left you basic information before leaving Earth. So that just means that's their terms and their views of life through their trials and tribulations. Like
exactly
said earlier. It's only what, like he said, the same thing with us. If anything was to happen where you wrote a story, I wrote a story, DGR wrote a story, and something was to happen, and if people found these 3 stories we wrote, we'd be depicted as the gods of the gods. It's the truth. Don't even mean our way is right. It's
exactly.
Quote unquote, ours existed, and it had to be important because it's still documented. You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly. And it's documented for control. Because if we didn't have religion, if people didn't fear, if didn't believe in God or the devil, if there was people really didn't believe they're going to get punished in the afterlife for certain things, do you know how chaotic this world would be? That's why religion is for control. For you to, that's like rules in school. When you go to school, you can't do X, Y, and Z, and people live by those rules in order to keep society at one balance, right? Get what I'm saying? They try to keep society at one balance. Because if we never believed in God and certain people never believed in God, what type of world would we live in?
Hey, yo, you see which way we just said, that's my thing with that. Who has the original version on the Bible straight from God? How do we know it wasn't manipulated all the time? That's what I'm saying. You hit it on
the closest version is supposed to be the Lost Scrolls.
Fuck, we know that. Now I ain't got time for all this Bible and this and the King James and the this and that. I don't do it. I don't know about it, but I don't know about.
Did y'all know this?
They try to put it as
there's a Bible for the devil.
It's his story. They said, look, hold on. Do you know the devil got a Bible too? It's called it's called the Kodak Genghis.
I found that out in 1995. I didn't even know it was a Bible for the devil.
Yeah, it's called the Kodak Genghis.
And the dude looked real sinister, man.
Yeah. I don't got time for this shit. You know what I believe in? Let me tell you what I believe in. I believe in the shit I see. Yeah, I believe in the shit I see. Like when I saw that goddamn thing flying across my motherfucking head, and we ran up to the roof, and it looked like Jeepers Creepers, and we ran over to the roof, and when we looked, that bitch was gone. I believe when that motherfucking
you see how you just said Jeepers Creepers?
I swear to my mother, bro.
You see how you just said Jeepers Creepers? That's a true story down here in the South. That's a true story.
Yo, Uncle Dice, I swear to my
story, boy.
Listen to what I'm about to tell you, Uncle Dice. Rest in peace to Mosa. You hear me?
Man,
Mosa and Quito. And that's how I'm not lying. Today is my nigga Quito birthday. Happy birthday to you,
Happy
Quito.
birthday to Quito.
Yo, if I'm lying here, pull up and tell you. Me, him, and Mosai, we was sitting on 1284. That's when, before they build the buildings up, bro. That's when it was just a lot. You know what I'm talking about? It was just a lot. We sitting there smoking split. That's when we smoking a big split. It was like 4 or 5 in the morning. We busting the move, you know. So it's coming daytime. So I'm looking. I'm like, yo, Quito, how the fuck a black plastic bag is so far up in the air? We can see that so far. He said, I said, nah. He said, somebody let a balloon up. I said, but I could see, you see that shit? It was a little dot. It was a little dot. I swear to my life with my kids, man, I get shot in my head when I walk out this fucking door. Bro, it was a little dot, Uncle Dice. He like, yo, yeah, that's by LaGuardia Airport. What's the airport in Queens? Is the LaGuardia in Queens. Boom. Yeah, all right, bam. He's like, yeah, that's towards Queens. That's what, all right, boom, we sitting there. I was drinking a Caribbean bottles and James. We was all sitting, boom, we sitting there, we busting a move out. I look again. I said, yo, Quito, yo, Mo, look at the shit. This shit is getting closer and closer and closer. He's sitting there smoking, bro. He high as a motherfucker. Swear to my mother's grave, bro. By the time we looked up, Dice, the shit was coming through the alley. I said, look. Yo, bro, it couldn't have been, I'm into animals.
That shit got the hairs on my arms standing up, bro.
Let me tell you something. The only thing that could have been that big, and it wouldn't even been that big, was an ostrich. And an ostrich don't fly. Bro, when the shit came through, I swear on everything I stand for, I swear to my grandson, bro. The fucking shit was humongous. Look, bro, we looking like this. The shit had man hands with like claws with a man, like a Jeepers Creepers. It looked like a Jeepers Creepers. I swear on my life, on my mother's grave, it looked like a Jeepers Creepers, bro. Let me tell you something, Uncle Dice. Now we young. We looking at, we got a real good look at. We looking at it slowly.
See how the government just cut me off because I was talking too much?
Damn.
That's what happened.
I'm just fucking with you.
Hold on.
I'm just fucking with you. I got a call.
Hey yo, Uncle Dice. We ran up to the 4th floor. You know, we young at the time. We ran up to the 4th floor. You know, that's like 5-10 seconds.
That's right.
Bro, we got up to the roof. That shit was nowhere in sight. Nowhere in
some shit down here in the South, my nigga. That's all I'm gonna tell niggas. I don't even get in the shit. It's so normal down here, my nigga. I don't even be talking about, yo, I done seen some shit down here in these woods, boy.
Man,
Compa, we West Indian, nigga. Compa, we West Indian. We know, nigga, like nigga. I got some shit. Like I done seen some shit when I was younger. Yeah. I seen some shit, bro.
Shit I be seeing because I don't want motherfuckers think like, all right, Compa, you over exaggerated. That's why I don't even say shit, bro.
Yo, bro.
Okay, perfect example, Compa, real quick. Compa, and Dice, real quick. For example, my mother and my aunts and them used to tell me stories about my grandfather. Now I knew that my grandfather, he was what they call in the West Indies called spiritual Baptist.
Yeah.
They the ones who wrap their head with the white. Okay, spiritual Baptist, right? They used to tell me how he could. I ain't even gonna talk about what the shit they seen him do. My point is, I can go and tell my kids or tell other people or tell y'all, yo, my grandfather did, my mother told my grandfather did X, Y, and Z. Some of us may believe it, some of us might not, but it's only word of mouth. Now, if there were books documented that were the government allowed out, like the Bible and all that, that says these things happen, it's going to be more people that's going to believe me than just my word of mouth. Am I correct or incorrect?
That's right.
You're
okay. Right. So here's why I tell you that. We could say all we want about history and speak it upon each other. The government knows that the chances of us really believing that 100% because it was passed down from our ancestors is much less than if they put it in a fucking book or they release it and tell us that it's true. You see what I'm saying? They know that. And that's all I'm saying, bro. Just like how they say in a lot of you got people talking about the government talking about, oh, one nation under God and all that. And in the Bible, it says there's only supposed to be one God besides me. So that means that the Rastafarians are wrong, because the Rastafarians believe that Jah Selassie is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, right?
Yeah.
But God says you can't worship nobody but me. So they're going to
Because I'm a
hell
jealous God.
because they're worshiping Selassie, which is another man.
That's right.
I'm not saying they are. I'm saying, all right. So if we only go by that, then we'll only be stuck under one religion and one thing if we believe what they tell us we have to believe. You get where I'm coming from, bro?
Right. That's right. That's right.
If you understand, if you hear man say Jah Rastafari, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Hail
Exactly.
Selassie.
Word up.
No, but
Exactly.
King of Kings, teacher of teachers, Lord of Lords.
They hailing Selassie because he's like, they put him like as the
Like
son
a
of
form
a
of
God.
God that came back in a
You
physical form.
understand? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, but
it's Jah.
according to God, he doesn't want you worshiping nobody but him.
That's a
He
fact.
don't want you
No.
worshiping nobody but him.
They don't worship Selassie.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But you know, I know that. What I'm saying is for them to believe he's the Lord of Lords, King of Kings, and he's a prophet. Actually, God don't really want you to believe that. He only wants you to believe in him and his son, Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Again,
Right?
hear what I'm
He said,
saying.
walk in the way of my son. That's right.
Hear what I'm
Exactly. That's
saying.
what I'm saying. So if that is correct, then Rastafarians should not worship Selassie. They only supposed to worship God. Right or wrong?
Listen,
Not worshiping. I'm not saying that. Hold on, Compa, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Rastafarians don't believe in God. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, according to you're not supposed to worship Selassie. You're supposed to worship him or Jesus. Right or wrong?
They don't worship Selassie. They give him blessings. You understand?
Blessings and praise. You know what I mean, Compa. The point I'm saying is, are they what I'm trying to say is, according to the law of the Bible,
7 God. Oh, my fault.
Right. But you get what I'm saying, Dice, right? Like, according to how it's supposed to go, Selassie is not even supposed to be praised or anything. Only God and his son is supposed to be praised. Am I correct, Dice?
Facts.
No.
So I'm not saying that Rastafarians are wrong. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that if we want to go by what we are taught, then we will be stuck in a box. That's the point I'm trying to say. There would be no Hare Krishnas. There would be no, you see where I'm coming from?
Facts.
Just say, you see what Nafari Murray say? Listen, they don't praise Selassie. You understand?
That's not what I'm.
They give.
They give thanks, Compa. Okay, good. Shut your ass up.
They don't praise him, B. They give him thanks and praises as like he's like, how could I say? Selassie is like he's like see how people praise Jesus, oh Jesus, but they believe in Father God. You understand what I'm saying? It's like to that nature, bro. They don't praise his Selassie. Selassie is the people, the king, like the king of Ethiopia, like he's a top dog. You understand? That's what it is. You know. See,
and I agree with you, Compa, but you are not supposed to, according to the law of the. That's all I'm trying to say. You're not supposed to do none of that.
What you said, bro?
That's all I'm trying to say, bro. So the point I said that was to say that if we believe everything that we are taught and we are the way we're supposed to go, we'll be a closed-minded society because the government will only let us know, believe, see what they want us to. That's all I'm trying to tell you. So we can never say the government don't have technology for this, or the government can't go here, or the government only been in 5% of the ocean. We don't know that. That's what they tell us.
That's a Captain Crunch fact, man.
That's all I'm saying, Compa.
I agree with you. Like I said, D, I never, that's the whole purpose. How do we know this? How do they know this?
Okay, let me ask you a question real quick. It's assumptions. Like right now, if you go on YouTube, Compa, you can go watch the Earth in space spinning all day long on YouTube. Right now, that's a fact. So there's footage that right now you can go on YouTube and you can see the Earth, the space, everything right now, day by day, 24 hours, right? We all know that, right? Now, here's my question. You didn't know that? I swear to God. You can go look right now on YouTube. You can type up, you can go look at the Earth from space spinning right now. Live.
All right, D.
So here's what I'm saying. No, hold on, Compa. I just want to know how many people really believe that what we're watching is really the Earth spinning right now.
That's right.
How do we know?
I don't believe that. I don't believe nothing.
Word up.
I don't believe nothing. I don't believe nothing.
There's too much traffic in space, so they wouldn't let us see that.
I don't believe nothing. I don't believe they even.
That's the point I'm trying to make, bro.
Fuck you, been in space. I don't believe you've been in no space. I don't believe it. I don't believe you've been in no space. I don't believe you know that I discovered everything on Earth. I don't believe I know every animal on Earth. I don't believe I know
I believe that too. I'm agreeing with you. I agree with you, Compa. But here's what we don't know. We don't know what they don't know. We don't know what they don't know, though.
Oceans, the Mariana, what is it? The Pacific, the Atlantic, the goddamn Alaska. How the fuck y'all know? How y'all know all? Shut the fuck up with all this bullshit.
But Compa, let me ask you. I agree with you. I agree with you, Compa. But my only thing, my question is how do we know that they don't?
Got a point there too.
I'm gonna tell you that they don't. You want to know how they don't?
But
find that motherfucker who they've been looking for, who raped the little kids for 40 years.
40 years.
Yeah,
because they don't want to. Okay, Compa, let me ask you a question. Right now, hold on, right now, Compa, according to the government, they can look at your fucking shoelace.
Type in 40 years, man.
Right. Listen real quick. According, this is a fact. According to a lot of people in the government, hold on, Compa, they believe that right now, if you standing outside on the corner of your block on Troy, they can look at your fucking shoelace from space, according to them, right? Because they have shown things where they can show somebody fucking shoelace in a video of them standing here. Just hear me out. So if they can see you no matter where you are in the world, your fucking shoelace, do you really believe that they was on this big search for Bin Laden and all these other people? No, nigga. Common sense will tell you that.
That's a fact.
How the fuck they can find your shoelace, but they can't find this man in a fucking house somewhere, bro? This is propaganda. This is what they tell you they can't find the nigga. You don't get it?
Actually, no, hold on. You're right. But so hold on. You just said Bin Laden. Do you actually think Bin Laden dead?
No. What I'm saying is, no. Here's what I'm saying. They teach the masses that they looking for him. There's this big search of Bin Laden. If you really believe that, you're a fool. They knew exactly. If they want to find you, they gonna find you, bro. Period. Ain't nowhere in this earth you gonna hide that they can't find you, unless you go somewhere that quote unquote
on dialysis.
That's bullshit.
Right. Come on. Hold on, Compa. Unless quote unquote, like you said, they haven't been, hear me out, they haven't been everywhere on the earth. So unless you go, unless you go beyond that 5% of the world that they haven't been to yet, that's the only way they can't find you.
You out your fucking mind. They don't got no technology for this whole earth. If they had the technology for the whole earth, why did, man, I'm gonna go see.
That's not what I'm saying, Compa. You're missing what I'm saying. According to the masses, Dyson, according to the masses, people really believe that they have satellites that can see your shoe. But it's fuck what people believe. I can send you footage of them showing off the technology that they got. They can show that, right? So my thing is, if they're telling you we can zero in on your fucking shoelace standing on Troy, right? How the fuck, if they're telling you we can see this, but then they turn around and tell you we can't find the terrorists. How the fuck you can't find them, but you can find my shoelace?
Facts.
It's they feeding you bullshit, and they be surprised. I'm pretty sure
they don't think you stupid motherfucker. Yeah, you a clown. Salute, my brother. We both arguing about the same thing, D. I'm trying to tell you.
To you, Compa. I said that.
They got some good. What I said, Uncle D, I said before. I said these motherfucking government, they got some spectacular technology. But they ain't got no technology to know everything that's busting the move on this fucking earth. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Okay.
That's just it.
So Compa, let me ask you something. Compa, let me ask you something. Hold on. If let's say we come to find out you were operative from Great Britain, hypothetically. Let's say you from Great Britain, you came over here, you blended in with the hood, you did everything else, but you was really an operative for the government, right? Do you really think right now, if you're sitting in your house, they have no idea where Compa at?
That's a fact.
How the fuck they don't know this goddamn YouTube the smart TV.
Forget YouTube. Let's say forget YouTube. Let's say you never got on social media. Do you believe that they don't know where you sitting at right now? Answer the question, compa.
Yeah, but you don't know they got people who know how to get around that.
You're not getting. Forget. How you gonna get around it if you hold on? How can you agree that they're gonna find you no matter where you at, but then turn around and say that there's people who can avoid it? Which one is it, compa?
You said compa. You said they. You know they. Can
I don't mean you particularly, compa. Let's not say compa. Let's say anybody. Dice, me, anybody on this YouTube right now. Do you believe that if they wanted us, they couldn't find us?
Hell yeah, they'll find us.
They gonna find us, bro.
Hey, yo, D, you sound crazy. If motherfuckers want to get the grid and not be found, nigga, do you know I just listen, bro?
We're not talking about police. We're not talking about if you got a murder warrant, compa.
Yo,
I'm not talking about police.
Yo, look, do you know there's people, right, that's off grid that live in the mountains, never came to no motherfucking supermarket, don't got no social security, they don't got no welfare, they don't got no cell phones, them motherfuckers was born and raised, look,
and live off the land
and raised on that land.
And I understand that, compa. But a terrorist, but hold on, a terrorist is not one of those people. In order for you to be, hold on, but compa, in order for you to be wanted by the government, you think somebody who was born in a jungle have no, and this is true what you're saying, hear me out. How the fuck, why would the government, they can't be terrorists because they don't have enough to be a terrorist. What I'm saying is if you are wanted by the government, you have to be on the grid to be wanted in the first place because you have to do something for them to want you. Let's not play semantics. So like I said, if you're wanted by the government, again, compa, do you think no matter where you are, they can't find you? And number two, it wasn't like Bin Laden was in the Amazon jungle somewhere that they never been. He was right in his fucking country somewhere, bro. And they've been everywhere in his fucking country. So that's the point I'm trying to make to you. Do you believe they really didn't know where this nigga was at? Again.
First of all, let's get to this. First of all, Bin Laden ain't dead, and they wasn't really looking for no Bin Laden. There ain't no way.
But who did they tell that they were? Who did they tell that they were?
Yo, D, you gotta listen. I let you land. Look, D. First of all, ain't no motherfucking Bin Laden no dead because ain't nowhere your son just blew up all this shit and George Bush. The only flight that's going out of America is your parents. That's bullshit. So let's get to something else now.
But who told us that, compa? Who told us that his family was on the only flight? Who told us? I just asked a simple question.
The government told us. So even if they did tell us, and they wasn't
hear
alive,
me out. I'm glad you said that, compa. So if the government told us that, why would the government? Hold on, listen, compa.
Put their fucking foot in their own mouth. That's
okay, compa. Hear me out. Why would the government? Hold on. Listen to me. The government has people. Listen.
You mean to know? You listen, motherfucker. You mean to tell me that ain't nobody could get off grid and the government won't?
That is not what I'm saying, compa. You're playing word semantics. Listen to what I'm saying again. I'm gonna say it one more time. You said when I asked you, how do we know that the government is that the government did X, Y, and Z? You said because I said, how do you know that he was on the last plane? And I heard that too. I know that he was on the last plane flying out X, Y, and Z. The government lets you know that. Hear me out. The government just sent troops, people's kids, mothers, sons, fathers over there to fight this war. Hear me out, compa. Let me land. Over there to fight this war, right? But at the same time, the government is telling you this man is a terrorist. He just blew up 9/11. He just blew up the World Trade Centers, or he did X, Y, and Z. But at the same time, the government is going to let you know that we have him on the last plane with the president flying away. So they're going to tell you that we're looking for this nigga who killed all these Americans, but yet we got him on a plane flying, and we're letting you know this. Big Dice, am I tripping?
So look, so what I'm supposed to do now? Now, watch this here now. What am I supposed to do? Sit and agree with what the fuck you said?
No, it's not about agreeing with what I said. No.
Listen, Oh,
Oh.
come on. So I'm supposed to sit and agree with what you said, agree with what they said, or deal with the fucking reality of everything.
And the
I'm gonna say this,
reality is,
and
go
the
ahead, bro.
reality, this is the reality of everything. You talk too motherfucking much. Let me motherfucking talk. That's the reality of everything. You stupid son.
Shut your ass up, nigga.
Nah, D. Yo, D. Look, the reality of this, D. How the fuck? Come in. How the fuck you your son just blew up the World Trade Center and all this shit. They say, right? That's bullshit. It's a whole bunch of bullshit. Um, what's good? They said that they blew up the World Trade Center. Okay, now how when if you know your kids blew up the World Trade Center, you gonna let your family be the only people? It's a no-fly zone, but the only people who can fly is your family, and you blew up the World Trade.
Exactly, Compa. Compa, listen, that's my point. And like I said, I'm gonna ask you one more time, Compa. Compa, listen real quick. How do you know? This is not questioning me. I know what your answer is. I just want you to answer it for the masses. Hold on, Compa, listen. Again, how do you know that his son? I'm not doubting you, so don't get it wrong. I'm asking you, just answer the question. I'm not doubting you. I'm with you. How do you know that the son was on a plane? The government told us, right? Yes or no? Just answer yes or no, real quick.
The parents was on the plane. The parents was
Okay,
on the
no,
plane.
I'm saying, but how do we know that they was on the plane, Compa? Because the government told us, right?
Motherfucker, I just told you I don't know. I'm telling you this is what the government said. So if the government said,
calm down. Hold on, Compa. That's all I wanted you to say. I'm not against you. If you would listen, I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying you said the government told us that. So again, I'm gonna ask you. The government also let us know that they the ones who blew the towers up, right? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna say it one more time. Here goes a scenario. Dice blows up. Hold on, Compa. Big Dice blows up the fucking. He does a terrorist attack. He blows up some government building or something, right? The government, everybody lets it be known. Big Dice and his family is responsible for this. Then at the same time, the government turn around and tell you, "Oh yeah, Big Dice is on a plane with his family, leaving the country right now." Ain't you gonna say, "Hold the fuck on"? You're telling me that he did this, but then you're telling me that y'all put him on a plane to escape.
Word up. And why would you even divulge that information?
Why would you even hold on? Why would you even divulge that information? You know why? Because that's what they want us to know. They're playing propaganda with you, bro.
They're not playing propaganda with me. They playing propaganda with them because I'm hip to the job.
Yeah, I'm hit like a number 2 pencil on test day. I'm hit.
But hold on, not you, Dice, but Compa, with all due respect, Compa, hold on. You want to know why you're not hip? Because you use that, hold on, Compa, you use that, okay, I heard what you said. He used that as an example to try to tell me they was on a plane. So Compa said it and brought it up as an example. I would never use that example. You know why? Because that's what the fucking government told us. Do you really think that a mother, how you let somebody tell you that we're spending millions of dollars of your taxpayers' money to go start this war because these motherfuckers blew up the World Trade Center, and then look us in our face and tell us that you put motherfuckers on a plane to escape?
It's fact.
Oh shit! So I'm gonna.
You get what I'm saying? Like, if that ain't motherfucking the government let you know how stupid we are, then I don't know what is.
Yeah,
because if I tell you, yo, I'm looking for Compa and his family done blew up my building, and mad at my family members and all that died. And then I get on live the next day and be like, Compa's on a plane heading back to the West Indies. You're going to be like, hold the fuck on. This nigga just blew up your shit. And you put this nigga on a plane to leave?
In Rochester.
You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't make any sense. The government will tell you anything. That's right. The point I'm trying to make, bro. They'll even tell you fuck shit. And you got the masses believing it, not y'all. I'm saying there's a lot of people that believe what the fuck they saying, and I don't see how people are that stupid. I'm not going to fucking war, and you motherfuckers just tell me you let the nigga escape. Now we got to go find him.
That's a fact. That don't make no sense.
No sense. So that's why I said the government play a lot of games, and that's all I'm trying to say. We can't listen to what the fuck the government tell us all the time.
I agree with you. That's why. I'm gonna keep it a buck, Uncle D. I don't believe and none of this shit I hear or anything. I use my third eye. I done seen too much in my 42 years. I seen too much. I watch a lot of shit. And I don't just, when I watch shit, I don't go off what they tell me. Like I said, that shit is you use little link, salute, link, little salute. That shit is for us to get through shit. You know, for us to pass the GED test. And
exactly.
All that.
Exactly.
But
because
I watch shit to see what they tell us, and then I use my third. I dissect what the fuck they just said to me, and I dissect every fucking piece of what they said and put it in my own version. You understand?
But with all due respect, Compa, but with all due respect,
up here and think I'm just gonna believe what the fuck you just showed me.
But Compa, let me say this with all due respect, you did though, brother. Without arguing, Compa, you did, Compa. You did. I'm gonna tell you why you did that. Because when you just used the argument to me and said that they had his family on a plane, you used that as an argument to me saying that they got him on a plane. So what I'm saying is they had you believe that.
You got him on a plane. I said they got his family on the plane.
Family, whatever. You know what I mean, Compa. So no, I'm saying you know what I mean, Compa. The point I'm saying is if you when 9/11 happened and you watching the news, you got firefighters, police officers, kill them. You got people in New York, you had motherfuckers beating up, going to the stores, beating up Arabs, all type of shit. You had white people talking about, oh, kill them, they're terrorists, this and this and that. But yet the same government sat there and flew the fucking family out and let you know that.
That's what I'm trying
to
say. How
stupid can you be? That's all I'm saying, Compa. How stupid can you be?
Yeah, they can't fool me with that shit. Hey, yo,
I do something, yo.
No, I meant to ask you, D. Look, and I'm sorry, but this was the. What you think happened to that Mississippi River? Because we're about to break out in a little while.
What do I think happened to it? I think
Mississippi River dried up.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's 60% government and I believe it also can be natural. But the reason why I believe it's government is because the government has control. The government can clean that river out, bro. Like, yeah, it's like we sleep and believe that we watch all these other technologies, but then don't believe this technology can happen. Nigga, the technology of TV and cell phones alone is amazing, nigga. So if y'all really think about it, if we got all this, how the fuck you know what we're able to create as humans? See, now you're putting a limit on humans to saying what humans can create and what humans can't create. You get what I'm saying, Compa? We really don't know what they got. So it could be that it's a government shit and they did that, you know, for whatever reason they have to do it. I don't like conspiracy Illuminati shit. I'm saying whatever reason they have, but it could also be natural. It can, because a lot of things that happen on this world, on this earth, that we can't understand, bro.
You know what? And I totally agree.
That's all I'm saying.
Bro. Yeah, but I just, you know what, man? It's just so much shit. Like Murray said, China created the sun. My view said the Arabs first enslaved blacks, not whites.
Look, Compa, real quick. I know you know about the clock going back, how they're about to stop that, the world clock from going back 1 hour. You know that, right? Like, now, hear me out. Hold on, I'm about to say something, Compa. How you think they created? One day, and this is facts, one day they came out and said, yo, we're turning the clocks back an hour on such and such day. We turning it forward on such and such day. And we all as sheep and masses started turning our clocks back. Now they wake up one day and say, you know what? How the fuck? Let me ask you something. How the fuck does the whole world get on one accord? The whole world can't get on accord with everything else. We had wars, we had all this, but everybody gets on accord about turning the clocks back.
Yeah.
Huh?
Thank you. All time.
Huh?
Something that
how the whole world agree that we're gonna turn the clocks back, but they can't agree on nothing else.
Look, the one thing that you could never get back. You could get back anything you want.
Exactly. Time. Exactly. And the reason why I said that is that's the only thing that we can't get back. So that goes to show you that the government is even trying to control time, nigga.
Yes, sir.
The
Yes,
world
sir.
government. And that's what
Salute.
makes you, and that's why, hold on, Compa, that's why when I tell people about the world government, they be like, oh, that shit is crazy. They will Illuminati. No, no, no. The world has a government, nigga. Regardless of whatever wars and all that we go through, when they on one accord, they on one accord. Just like they on one accord, we're turning the fucking, stop turning the clocks back, bro. The world, not just America.
Because, like, who is y'all to stop time and make time go back and make time go forward? How the fuck, like, what the fuck is these people doing, bro? This shit is
Exactly.
crazy. It's crazy,
You got
bro.
all these wars. Yo, hold on. China getting ready to go to war. They talking about nuclear wars with Russia and all these places. But for some odd reason, we all could agree with something stupid like turning the fucking clocks back. We could agree with that. But we still gonna be at war with each other.
This
But we could agree to stop turning the clocks back.
Yeah,
on,
like like I said, the one thing you can't get back is time. How the fuck y'all could do this shit?
Because we let them. We let them. We let them. We set our clocks back. Actually, no, let me fix that. The government, because if you got a cell phone, it's automatically going to switch back. Back in the days before technology, we used to have to switch our own clocks back. I remember mother used to have to wake up and switch the clock back and all that shit. And we had digital clocks and all that dumb shit. So, but now, right, but hold on. Now we don't control time because now there's a world clock. Your cell phone, your car, everything is going to automatically flip at that time. You don't have to change it now. That's why they could not have done that hundreds or 50 years ago or whatever, because people were setting their own fucking clocks, bro. Make sense, Compa? Right now, nobody sets their own clocks no more, unless you got a little alarm clock in your bedroom or something and you setting that. But the majority of technology is automatically being switched back on its own. So when they stop bringing time back, guess what? The cell phone's nothing going to switch back no more. That's called the world clock. You get what I'm saying, Compa?
Crazy, bro. Like, D, this is crazy. They fucking could go to, I don't understand that shit, bro. That shit is like, it's so true what you said, bro, because you nailed it, bro. Like, time, y'all could take time and switch time and make, like, what the fuck? Why, bro?
Okay, dark side. Yeah, you got a setback stove and microwave. With all due respect, I'm not even being funny. I know it's going to sound like I'm saying it in a bad way. I swear on everything I'm not. I'm going to include myself. My mother, when my mother passed away, I'm sorry. But my auntie, my grandmothers and them, my father, yeah, certain if they have an old-fashioned stove, they're going to have to set it back. But them new stoves that they got out right now, nigga, that shit getting set back on its own. I don't mean it trying to say that, you know, y'all poor or nothing. I'm just being honest. Hold on, who the fuck is this? Hold on, Compa.
Yeah, well,
nah, that's that nigga Black calling me, Compa. I know Black watching too. Black fucking calling my ass right now. Black, sit your ass down and watch and call me after, nigga.
Black, sit down, Black.
Yeah, that nigga Black calling me and shit. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Compa. And I didn't mean it in a bad way. So don't take it like I'm saying, oh, what I'm saying is now the new technology, majority of things are automatically set to the world clock, which means that it's automatically not going to set back no more. That's what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's all I'm saying.
Yo, dude, you're about to close this bitch out, man.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you for coming up here. Tune in tonight. You know, we could go back at it again. You know, see, this is the type of arguments I like to have. You see what I'm saying, D? This is the type of let's curse each other out like this. You know what I'm saying? How we do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit.
Facts.
Goddamn, I want this to be the balance channel that we come to. You know what I'm saying? That you know, we got our views from the 050, we go and bug out over there. We got Harlem Legend, we go bug out over there. We got all these other channels, you know, we go bug out over there. You know what I'm saying? I just want El Compa shit that way. To be
real quick, Compa. Dark side, like I said, I included my father and my aunties and them too in it. So it wasn't an insult to you. I'm not saying, oh, with your old ass stove or no shit like that. I included myself in that. All I'm saying is the newer technology, everything is automatically set. That's all I was saying. But my bad, Compa. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Shit, man. I just want us to have these type of topics, these type of grown people conversations and bug out and have decent conversations like this. And when we curse each other out, we curse each other out about this, and we come right back and we go right back together. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
hit those likes, subscribe. I'm gonna be busting the move at 10 o'clock. We're gonna have some more good grown people topics. What today
Stone to the
is?
bone, salute. Dark
What
side,
today is?
salute. Today is Thursday, nigga. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have Thirsty Thursdays today. God damn it. We're gonna bug out. We're gonna have
Thursdays.
Thirsty Thursday. Now Friday and Saturday. Yeah, you know how we do Friday and Saturday, DGR. Friday,
Right.
Friday night job, and Saturday night live. So we get to
Right.
talk, curse, bug out, wild out. If motherfuckers in the chat with an argument, motherfuckers in the chat, that's all good. We can bug. And then when Sunday come, we right back to content. You did?
Oh, you know where I'm gonna go turn up at? That's what 050 is for. I'm gonna show out when I go over there. You know what I'm saying? But over here we chilling.
Bros 050 China Brim Platinum shot at my motherfucking nigga Ledge, aka
Right.
Facts. Yo, man, I'm gonna give my blessings to everybody. Shout out Nefari, Murray, Dark Side, Stone to the Bone, Seven
Salute,
God.
y'all.
I don't know what this sign is. I don't know what that means, but shout out to you, Crazy Sign. That's what I'm gonna call you, Crazy Sign. Shout out Dark Side, My View, Done Known, goddamn, I like to give my shout outs to everybody because I appreciate y'all. Hazel Eyes, So Divine. Shout out So Divine and her hubby, man. Man, there's respect to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Shout out Bonnie. Shout out Boy. Shout out 6'7". Shout out my sister, Dark Skin Beauty. Shout out Nari. Shout out Corey King. Shout out all my peoples. Link Little. Shout out everybody. Shout out the whole entire Nile River. Yeah. Shout out my bro Artist Morrison. Yeah, that way. Shout out Swavy 050. Shout out the whole 050, man. Shout out everybody. Shout out Yeah, you a clown. Shout out my boy Boston Cuba. Shout out my boy Kumba. Yeah. Shout out all my people. Shout out my nigga Black to the P. You cool, nigga. You welcome anytime, bro. Shout out to all my people. Shout out Hazel Eyes. Shout out everybody, man. Man is a respect. Shout out Simba. Shout out Giselle. Shout out Gills the Don. Come on, man. Shout out everybody. Man is a respect to everybody. Until then, we up out of this bitch. That way. See ya at 10. Bless up. Enough love to everybody.